Hey there, everyone. This is Scott Welsh once again, and I've got another clickbait title for you this week. So let's get right to it. First of all, in case you didn't know, happy Valentine's Day, all right? Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours, and maybe even someone else's. We have big celebrations on Valentine's Day. We do nothing. So hopefully yours is as romantic and wonderful as ours. All right, three things today. Get to the point. Last week, I was super excited about the video, and I got to about the 18 or 19-minute mark, and I actually had a voice in my head, not my producer in the back, but a voice in my head that said, this has probably gone too long. But the information was so good, at least to my ego, that I just kept going and left it all in. It's going to be a little quicker today. Hope you can deal with that. We're going to talk about the cost of bad testing information, and this is a crucial topic because it can lead to sadness and despair. Then three, be careful of that mistake. I don't really have a third point, but anyway, be careful. Here's a disclaimer. We're going to talk hypothetical numbers as always. Don't risk what you cannot afford to lose. And hypothetical. Did I say that? Okay. As I mentioned, this is another exciting title. There's nothing I hate more than people putting fake titles out there to try to get clicks. I hate fake titles. I like real titles. However, great marketers will say the title matters. The title matters. So you have to have a good title. And then other people say, well, I'll just make it fake. That'll make it good. Well, I'm trying to do both. I'm trying to give you good titles and good information. All right. Last week, I don't think it was clickbait, but maybe I waited too long. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I talked too much. Probably. But hopefully I won't get sidetracked. This will be a shorter video and we'll get right to it. All right. This is a big, important tip, though. Okay. Quick background. Okay. We're going to talk some hypothetical numbers, but this is the situation. This is a back test from a robot I made in 2012 and really got involved with it early 2013. So that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're going on 7 years that this robot has been around, basically untouched. Okay, this is not something I made yesterday to try to get clicks. It's been around, okay? I counted them. I'm over 2,500 hours working on this one style of robot. I've worked a lot of hours on other robots too, but yes, that's 5 hours a day, 5 to 7 days a week when I was making this back in the day. Start counting it up. Yes, it's true. So this is not a fly-by-night robot. It's been around. I've recently added to this robot, though, an auto-sizing feature, which is a tip from one of my members. It was the most brilliant thing I've ever heard in my life, probably. I thought, what is auto-sizing? You can just do it manually. It's such an incredible tool. I am just head over heels in love on this Valentine's Day with the auto-sizing feature. Right, let's get to it. So this is a well-researched system, not the yesterday system. This has auto-sizing, which means the trade size automatically changes as your amount gets bigger or smaller. And it's a hypothetical $10,000 account, hypothetical, and we started in 2010. We didn't even do 2008, 2009, right? Ready? I'm rich! Yay! Look at this. Look at this right here. Remember, it's a $10,000 account. According to MT4 99% data, I now would have an account of $472,520 with a max drawdown of only 12%, right? This is 64,000, yes, but this happened obviously after the account had grown quite a bit. And when it dropped to 64, it was only about this much drawdown, okay? You can see that the amount it went down from the beginning was only $540. So understand that this drawdown is a big number, but it happened later. 64 didn't happen when the account was 10. It happened when it was much, much higher. Get it? All right. I'm rich. You're rich. You can trade this robot with me. We're all rich. On the surface, this looks like I've done a service to you, and we should all be excited. It looks like I'm a diligent researcher. I have no chart errors on this test. I have 99.9% data, which I paid for out of my own pockets. I put 2,500 hours plus into this robot. What is there not to like? It looks like 10,000 turns into 472 from 2010 to 2019. Holy crapoli. as we like to say, and we means probably just me. Okay? Well, there's a problem here, and that's why the thinker becomes the pouter or the crier. Okay? There's just one thing wrong with this particular test we're talking about. The trading costs. In testing, the trading costs are king. They are crucial. When I was on TradeStation all those years ago, I would take trades for months, weeks, plural. Take a trade, record the testing, compare. Take a trade, record the testing, compare over and over and over for a long time until I got the number. Oh, if I put this amount of trading cost in, my results will be legitimate, right? I'll see in real life what I see in the testing, and now I can believe the testing. That was, yes, very boring for some of you, but exciting for me. And MT4, now that I'm new to it, even though I've used it for years, I've never trusted it. Now that I have 99.9% data, I want to trust it. I want to use this tool. And the trading costs are different. It's a different way to go about it. You can input a different spread amount for every trade. So for Japanese yen pairs, you can put 3, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. You can put in current, which uses the spread right now as you're testing. I find this not to be useful at all, that current setting, but some people like it. You can manually put in, if you don't see something listed, instead of 5, 10, 20, or 30, you can put in 17 if you want. You can go to your broker and get the approximate spread and go with that. It's fairly complicated. And if you happen to not care about getting this right, we might have a problem, and which was in our clickbait title. So, based on my broker's information and this test, I just guessed at something that I thought would be reasonable for a particular pair I was testing on. Okay? So I've done the due diligence, I've got my data, I picked a reasonable trading cost amount, so I thought, and I got $472,000 at the end of a handful of years. But as it turns out, that's not really the trading cost. When I compare it to the trades I've gotten in real life and those particular test results, my live trades were different. I was making less in real life than the testing showed. So the testing was a little bit overly optimistic. So upon taking some trades and doing that boring process, taking some trades, so researching, taking some trades, I found a little bit better estimate of trading costs, and I put that in. And here's what I got. What happened to all my money? 400,000 plus turned into about 153,000. And the maximum drawdown, obviously, this amount, which happened after the account had grown, got bigger. Still 99% data, but now I have $319,000 less. Now, that's still pretty great, right? Even with the extra trading costs built in, a hypothetical 10K turned into 153K. It's really good, right? That's definitely worth trading. Absolutely. But understand that that's $319,000 less, all because I didn't care to research the trading costs of this particular system and this particular platform. So let's say you have a trading system that you're testing, and the profit is like you're not auto-sizing, you're not compounding, you're just taking it and taking money out each year, which is perfectly normal, and you're just using, say, one lot all the time. And you say, well, I started with 10 and I ended up with 20. That's pretty good, right? I doubled my account. I just want to go slow. I'm risk averse. Well, if you use the wrong trading cost, maybe you don't make 20 at all. Maybe you make 2. Maybe you make negative $47. That's not good, right? With all the compounding, it's dramatic. It's clickbait to see $319,000 get less. But if you're doing something calm, you could possibly turn something profitable, or at least believe that something is profitable, and it is not profitable at all. And that is one big yikes. That is terrible. How many years would you be into it and like, this isn't making money like I thought? And that's horrible. Nobody wants that. I don't want that for you. So here's the bottom line. testing is a bit precarious. It's one of my favorite things to do on this earth, but it is a puzzle and it is sketchy at times if you're not careful with the numbers, which is why some trading experts say back test, schmack test. Never trust a back test. Well, they're kind of right. If someone throws some test results out that have no slippage or no trading costs or nothing, they just say, well, the trader will figure out the trading costs. And here's this great number. Understand that that great number might be $319,000 off. If the person talking to you has not taken this into consideration, the numbers might be way off, which leads to distrust, which leads to bad internet reputations. But it's silly not to believe in back tests, right? Not believing good data is a bad way to live a life. All data is false. There's statistics and damn statistics or whatever that quote is, right? It's a terrible way to live. There's great data out there. You just have to be careful with what the data is saying and the costs that go into it. Trading costs are massively important. Do not underestimate them. Not being extremely diligent with your costs, like I've said, can make $300,000 difference. In the end, it's better to outperform. So your broker is different than mine. Your leverage is different than mine. Take a bunch of trades, compare it to your testing, and see where you're at. That's really the only way to go. Find your broker. Well, you found your broker. Use your broker, take the trades, and then estimate. Or you can trust me to do all this for you, and we can talk numbers hypothetically together forever. Either way, right? You either have to be very diligent or find someone who is, bottom line, okay? Better to outperform, like I said. So I'm going to do a great job as I can to try to lowball. Anything I put on the screen is lower. Hopefully real life turns into something even better. All right. If you want more updates like this, join the newsletter, scottwellstrategies.com. As I mentioned, my new toy is the Portfolio Backtester. It's the way I'm testing a bunch of currency pairs with ideas and stuff that I'm developing now. There is the link. It's gumroad.com. That link will be below the video, of course. If you like testing, maybe you don't, but I love it. And if you hit that link, that's where you'll go and you can buy it. I am an affiliate, but I also am a user. Okay? Okay. That's all for this week. A little bit shorter. Hopefully it was fun and useful and knowledgeable for your life. I'll be back next week. Happy Valentine's Day.